I'm a warrior. You can get the stats. A real gladiator on the map, on the map. I'm a warrior. I will never bleed. You can't stop me. I will make history. I'm a warrior. My destiny is set. The whole globe gon' say my name, say my name. I'm a warrior. Winning in the game. That bitch mode, the beast broke out the cage. I'm a warrior.
The majestic Garden of the Gods, just adjacent to Colorado College here in beautiful Colorado Springs, as we ready for the 2025 Warrior Games. We're in day 4 of 9, and today we kick it off with indoor rowing. Welcome everyone, Pat Parnell, along with, of course, Paralympic medalist and one of the founders of the Paralympic sports program, none other than John Register. Honored, sir.
I'm honored.
And we're very excited because indoor rowing, those of you that are new to it, I call it the perfect embodiment of the test of power and stamina all rolled into one. And you're going to have athletes on all different levels next to each other. And because of the technology, we get to see them in real time, see how everyone's doing. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, Pat. No oars, no water, just sheer power.
Yeah.
Power and pulling.
Yeah,
and a puke bucket.
And a puke bucket. And that's a good thing, trust me. As we look at our schedule, we're going to kick things off with the 4-minute race. Obviously, it's going to be more about stamina, endurance on that one, and really knowing how much you can put, onto the field of play, so to speak, early on. But then we'll work our way to that 1 minute, and that's where the puke bucket, as you so appropriately brought up, we're going to see maybe a little bit of that, but really looking forward to the team race. So the team race is really going to be a dynamic event where people from all different levels and all different disciplines are going to come and work together. So a bit of a relay.
It's going to be a fantastic event. We see athletes that have been here from last night's basketball. We got gold medalists here. We got JP that is in the house, and he's going to be on one of the ergs down there, and I can't wait to see him go.
Yeah, so much to look forward to. Before we get to all of the melee that the indoor rowing is going to supply, we check in with Lizzie Smith. Lizzie?
Oh, thanks, guys. Sorry, just had to get a few hundred meters in here before we kick off. I am so stoked to be here on the floor to see all of the action. The fans are out, the vibe is live, but the air is rare. We are at elevation here in Colorado Springs. I've talked to many returning athletes from past Warrior Games who are saying they're just not performing the way that they anticipated to in some of the past competitions we've seen already. So, going to be really interesting to see how folks rank based on the information that we already have, and there's sure to be a lot of fight, as you already know, being here at the DoD Warrior Games. So, I'm going to get back to it real quick before we get going, but Pat, John, get down here, come join me. Let's get that pump on, right, guys?
Keep going, Lizzie. I think she has it. I think she was born to do this.
She is born.
Yeah, clearly I'm still acclimating to the altitude, but I did get a few pulls. It's always, as you said, always good to get some perspective, right? To see what these athletes are going through. We should point out, obviously, we start with the 4-minute as we get into the brackets here and looking at the classification that a lot of these stacked up as we look at Flight A with the race 1, 4-minute race. You have classification 1 all the way to classification 4. So there is some variance there.
Absolutely. And so when you look at this, you have the lower number, the lower the number, so 1.0 is going to be the least amount of ability levels. So you'll see a fixed seat. And that fixed seat means that they have pretty much the use of the arms and not the trunk and not the legs. They go all the way to the other side of the spectrum, the 6. You're going to see trunk, legs, arms, back. Everything is going to be pulling that erg as hard as they can.
Yeah, and just try to wrap your head around too when you don't have the advantage of just even bending your upper torso to get that torque. There's 4 things that we're going to keep driving home here: catch, drive, finish, and recovery. Those are the 4 stages of proper rowing technique, and some of those athletes don't have the ability to do one of those stages when you're just relying just on arm strength. I mean, it just brings it into a whole nother category.
Now you think if you're pulling with your back muscles there, you can get a lot more cramps on the back and spasms that can happen as well.
And we're going to keep talking about this too as we go into each next day of 9 days of competition. Just the cumulative effect. We've got some gold medalists here from wheelchair basketball. We had the powerlifting. These guys have been competing, men and women competing in multiple events, and they're on day 4.
Right, 5 more to go.
Here we go. About to kick things off. Race number 1, Flight A, 4-minute race. First group. A very spirited crowd forming here in Mike Edmonds Court, Colorado College. Flags are already waving. We got a couple face paints out there.
Mike Edmonds, an amazing leader in the Colorado Springs community. Just great provost of this university for such a long time. And great to have a building in his honor.
Race is ready. Attention. And we are off. Race number 1, Flight A here for indoor rowing at the DoD Warrior Games. And if you look to your monitor there, in lane number 7, it is Smith leading the charge. Just behind him, Dmitry Cheko and JP Lane, gold medalist from the Army team yesterday in wheelchair basketball. Tight battle, but look at Smith.
Is rolling out there 100 meters down, and he's going to go. You know, when they get to that 200-meter mark, it's going to be who's got the juice, who's got the gas left. We'll see if Smith's going to slow down any, but he is pulling away.
Still so much more time in this. Remember, 4-minute race as Jason Smith out there for Army has fellow Army teammate JP Lane just behind him in lane 8. JP Lane, I was taking notice too, a little bit bigger. He's been hitting the weights since I saw him at last year's Warrior Games. But
just as I said, look at that 200 meters down, and JP Lane is coming back. Smith's starting to falter just a little bit, catching that boat as they get ready to come into the last part of the race.
And we can see a little distance by Maury Rice there. Lane number 5 also for Army. So a strong Army showing here in these leading lanes.
At 300 meters, Cheko trying to come up on JP Lane, but Smith trying to find an extra gear.
And in boat number 10, Anna Allison for SOCOM, starting to gain ground, and then we've seen this time and time again in the 4-minute race. Sometimes that slow, steady approach when you leave enough in the tank, and that last 2 minutes, that charge, this might bode well for Anna Allison right now in boat number 10.
Well, I'll be surprised if he gets 1,000 meters in. He's down with 1:53 left to go to pull, and still pulling away is Smith from the Army. JP Lane trying to hold close with Cheko from the Marine Corps. He's trying to get in there for a medal.
Yeah, and Jeremy Ditlevson in lane number 3, also starting to gain ground. Just next to him, you see Houston Thomas for Air Force. Definitely starting to congregate here in the front now at under the 1-minute and 30 mark.
And a great strategy from Smith. It looks like he was just out of the gate like a rocket and then settled down into his little stroke. He had his pattern and grip going. And now, with 1 minute to go, he has distanced himself from the rest of the field.
And it looks like now Cheko and JP Lane neck and neck, battling it out for that second place. But still unrelenting. Smith maintaining a fierce pace right here. Now under the 45-second mark here in the 4-minute, the first race, Flight A of indoor rowing. And Army, strong showing here, putting up strong distance, strong time. Now under the 30-minute, 30-second mark.
And Cheko.
And look at the face of JP Lane. This upper body strength.
Just pulling.
And you see it trying to rely on that. We'll dive into the mechanics of the catch, drive, finish, and recovery. So important.
And see, Lane can't get all that into that position to use those legs to power through.
And that is going to be time. Very impressive there. Jason Smith, JP Lane, and had Dmitry Checo battling it out. But Ditlevson able to come back right at the end. We were taking note how he was just slow and steady in that third lane.
I really like how Smith got out there. I mean, I liked his race strategy, really pulling out from the start, jumping away from everybody and letting them say, come on, catch me if you can. And then easing down into the middle part of the race where he was in minute number 2.5, 3, and then diving in once again. There's JP Lane right there.
I think the visual on JP Lane here says it all, the burn. We talk about how that catch, that's your arms are straight, head is neutral, shoulders.
I'm not sure why I was grabbing his legs, though.
Shins that need to be vertical, but that drive part, we talk about start the drive by pressing the legs. And Dmitry Checo, yeah.
He's bent over right there.
Feeling the burn, that upper body, you want to have that leaning back slightly. And a thing that often gets overlooked with proper rowing technique is utilizing that core. I can tell you, looking at JP Lane and watching how he is in the chair and playing wheelchair basketball, and I've seen him in other sports, even sitting volleyball, that's going to be coming up later in the week, as wheelchair rugby. His core is strong.
Very strong.
And he's come back bigger and stronger this year. Look at him.
And he's got a great other core right next to him. That's his wife and his caregiver as well. We were talking last night, and she just is one solid lady right there.
What a unit.
All these families out here today and supporting their loved ones that are out on the ergs.
And noticed it's a bit of a pep assembly in here. It's kind of it's a fun, beyond a fun atmosphere. It's a bit of a party. Even though we're battling, we're looking for gold medals. We're looking at gold, silver, and bronze. We'll be awarding those later. We're going to work our way through the 4 minute, then into the 1 minute. But before we get to that, we check in once again with our own Lizzie Smith. Lizzie? Gotta sit over there. All right, we ready for our next matchup here in indoor rowing. We just witnessed race 1, flight A, moving into flight B, race 2. Remember, 4 minute race. It is not a sprint. It is not a sprint, John Register.
Can you sprint for 4 minutes?
No way.
You can't. I'm thinking of you, Pat. Yeah. I think you got this.
Again, in this next lineup, we've got a handful of medalists from yesterday's wheelchair basketball, as well as the weightlifting from earlier in the week. That was our first event to kick things off. We're in day 4 of 9 of the DoD Warrior Games here in Colorado Springs. And we'd like to welcome to the booth Johnny Vargas. Works with social media is it for the Army or for all military? What you going to do all branches?
Because I'm here now, it's equal love for all the branches.
Okay.
I'm in the Army. I've been in the Army 12 and a half years.
Cool.
And now I work for the Army via social media. I help with messaging and stuff like that. Now I'm here enjoying this incredible competition.
How many Warrior Games do you have under the belt?
So I have one trial under my belt. I've watched before, but this is my first one, and it's incredible. I can't believe the atmosphere, as you can hear from the headsets even. Everyone's just going nuts.
It's a raucous roar, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's a favorite event?
I think so far, I think possibly this rowing. Smith, he won this first flight, right?
Yeah.
I feel like from the get-go, just came straight out of the gate, just 100% effort, and stayed in that position.
Okay, well, we're about to kick off. You're going to hang with us for a little bit here.
Yes,
we can call some races. In the booth with us, once again, is Johnny Vargas. Works with the social media for Army, and we are going to watch some indoor rowing. Race number 2, Flight B. Here we go, 4 minute race. Racers ready. And see the focus, the steely focus of these competitors. And really watch that body position when those arms are straight, shins go vertical on the catch, and we're off. Catch, drive, finish, recovery. As we jump on board, we get to watch this race in real time. And Woodworth, right there in lane number 2, boat 16, leading the charge. Peters for Army close behind.
Yeah, Woodward's off to a fast start, just like Smith in the last race, and he is charging. We'll see where they kind of move out and kind of settle down into their stroke, because right now they got another 3.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Pantoja in lane 3, currently battling it out and going back and forth with Peters for that battle for second place, but Woodworth for SOCOM leading the charge. Down below, though, we're seeing some movement there from McDowell. Air Force now leading, pulling out Fouts closely behind him, as well as Pate Jawo. Pate Jawo now moving into, looks like second place. So some nice back and forth.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, the 4 stages, when you were talking about that, some people think you could just come out here, just muscle these things and just row. It's not, it's much more complicated than that.
It's a lot of finesse that you have to do, as you were saying earlier, Pat. You know, you got to make sure. I like the finish part of it, because you're trying to finish high into the chest area, pulling it all the way back, making sure that back, the legs are pulled all the way into that stretch position before you release nice and easy back into the catch once again.
Well, we can see now it looks like McDowell really setting the new pace. Just behind him, Fouts, no stranger.
Oh, Fouts is coming on, though.
Fouts, his second Warrior Games.
It's like we got a SOCOM duo trying to give the Air Force a run for their money right now.
And you can see, like, SOCOM definitely battling back.
There goes
Pate Jawo and Fouts moving into the lead.
What happened to
and McDowell? Something
has happened.
And Borland, let's not rule out Borland. Chris Borland.
Borland was a beast yesterday from Space Force on the basketball court, and Borland trying to come on right now. We'll see if he can get up in there.
Boat 26, but if you look to the top of your screen on the monitor, boat 15, Peters now moving into contention there, a little battle for second place with him and Borland.
I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to keep up with Fouts' pace at about 144, 142. He's been fluctuating. I was looking at the World Rowing Competition, and those, ladies and gentlemen, are rowing at about a 130 pace. And considering everyone's, whatever they're dealing with here, they're not far off from that.
Not at all. What they might lack in, years of competition in indoor rowing, they make up for in gumption and spirit.
Yeah. Catch for a lot.
And their special operations.
Yeah, that too. Wow. Unbelievable. Now Fouts, Jawo.
We'll see if Jawo can come back. SOCOM, they are battling it out. Team members from SOCOM. And the Army looks like they're up and top. We'll see with Peters right there. With 36 seconds left to row, the lungs are burning. The arms are churning. The legs are they're curling. Will somebody hit the puke bucket? We don't know.
If it's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Jawo needs to move in now.
It is so tight. A battle for third right now. It looks like Jawo in second, but a battle for second as well now, as Peters, Woodworth, last 10 seconds. A battle moving into second and third. Fouts still holding on. Movement now by SOCOM, and that is official time. Peters, Woodworth, and Pantoja.
Peters
rounding out the top 3. Wow. Pantoja just came out of nowhere that last stretch.
Just gave everything left in the tank.
It's not about how you start. It's how you finish.
I'm curious to see what happened with McDowell stopping.
I'm not sure if that was a technical. Yeah. Sometimes we'll try to get the story on that. Yeah. But Army's showing, for two gentlemen, obviously Army fans, but
I try not to be too partial, but it's hard when you're blowing away the competition.
Well, First to fight.
Well, they did. They did literally in wheelchair basketball. That's what it was. They personified what a blowout is supposed to be.
Yeah, when I was watching that yesterday, it was just incredible transition, incredible front court. Is ridiculous.
Well, you can see Fouts just.
Well, I'll tell you, Pat, one of the things that I love about this is we started rowing down in San Antonio. We took the service members from Brooke Army Medical Center up to Ladybird Lake in Austin, Texas, and got them on the water. So they were doing 8s and 4s and quads and all of it on the water right there. And then, of course, over to the United States Olympic Committee, where we did it at Chula Vista, California. We put them on ergs and in the water in the boats, and the service members take to it really quickly.
That's so great. Unofficial results coming in. Luisa Villa, she was the only in classification one in the previous race, so unofficial winner there. And of course, Houston Thomas, classification 2. The other one was Jeremy Diplitson, classification 3, taking the top spot there. Unofficial finish from that first matchup, Smith, Lane, and Checo rounding out the top 3.
I know you went through classification at that first flight. Would you mind going through it one more time?
Absolutely. We were talking about different classifications in terms of torso, arm, is the seat locked.
Well, one of the things, it's a little bit different than para sport, but sort of follows a similar rule. So when you look at like the PR1 category that you might have in Paralympic sports, you're looking at something where shoulders, arms, they propel the boat with minimal to no trunk function. And as you progress through all of it, the lower the number, the greater the disability, the higher the number, the least amount of disability. So then you're able to, in the 6th category, to use all your trunk, your arm, your legs, and everything that you were saying, Pat, in the catch, in the finish, the drive, the recovery. I got those out of order, but
close enough.
But that's what they're trying to do. So you're looking at the ability level of a person and trying to align those categories together.
Yeah, it's wild too when it goes legs, hips, arms, hips, legs. You have to do it in that order, and if you don't, you're basically doing 2 to maybe 5 times the work.
Right.
Yeah, when you disrupt that all that rotation, it's ridiculous.
and you can catch a crab.
Oh yeah.
That'll eject you from the boat. But not here. We're indoor rowing.
Yeah. We are standing room only, by the way, in Mike Edmonds' court here at Colorado College. I'm just blown away at the spirit of the family and the fans that come out.
Yeah. I feel like if I had to pick right now, I feel like Air Force.
They're
kind of showing up right now.
They come in hot. My first Warrior Games was in San Diego.
Yeah.
And the amount of blue paint, not only did I see at the events, but then back in town going to the famous bar that they use for Top Gun in downtown. All with blue paint. Anyhow, we could talk for hours on that. Right now, let's send it over to our third member of our broadcast team, Lizzie Smith.
Well, I am here with the man, the myth, the machine, Adam Fouts. We saw you pulling hard from the beginning. How's it feel to get that victory?
It feels great. Trained for it. This elevation's a lot different, but pull through, no pun intended.
We talked about some of the training you've done and the sports you're looking forward to. It sounds like really cardio-intensive training for you. Did that help you here today, even at elevation?
Yeah, absolutely. Just putting the train on the rower on the track and definitely showed out today for sure.
Yeah, that gold medal can tell us that. What does recovery look like for you now?
Stretch, hydrate, breathe, and get ready for the next one.
All right, we'll let you go breathe. Congrats, Adam. Thanks so much. Even more indoor rowing headed your way, guys.
Well, understandably, Fouts a little winded right now. It's so great to hear from him, and I mean, what a relief and what a performance. We just expect more and more of that as we move through all of our divisions. Now race 3, another Flight A, still in that 4-minute race. We started touching on it, but a 4-minute race, it's such a different animal when we get to the 1-minute race. You have to be so smart how you come out and knowing it's a little similar to weightlifting, knowing what weight you can do and knowing how much to save in the reserve. It's not an easy thing. Everyone thinks, you're just going to come and match what you see that's being put on the board, but so much more mental as well.
I would assume it's really tough to find that balance of, they prepare all year and then they're here for a few iterations. Is where that balance, where is that balance at? Do you come out the gate strong like Smith did in that first flight, or do you balance it out? You know?
And they're here at altitude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's a
they
good
might
point.
be training at sea level. When they come up here, they are winded because there is no air. Got air? This is Colorado Springs. Bring your own, baby.
Yeah, I walked upstairs earlier today, almost passed out.
Here we go. We are getting ready here. Race number 3, indoor rowing, DoD Warrior Games, day 4 of 9.
Sit ready. Attention.
Racers ready. And we are off. Who is going to take the lead early on? And it looks like a big charge by Navy, boat number 2. And it's, Moore.
Wow.
Yes. Moore is pushing.
Anchors away. It's the Navy out to the fast start.
And you see Hong, boat number 3, closely behind, but a battle between Moore and Brown.
And Hong. So you know what I said yesterday, how many, I gave you that bit of trivia. Remember, Pat, I said, who has more boats, the Army or the Navy?
And you schooled me.
I schooled you. I said, it is the Army, of course.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how the boats fare for the Army today with the Navy. They are moving out with
Yeah, it's Army
Moore
versus Navy right now with Brown and Moore. And their pace is pretty even right now, 130, 133. And Moore started out, ran out the gate at about 115 pace. Obviously slowed down because he's almost 500 meters in.
And down to the bottom of your screen, that's the women's classification, 6.0. One Rodriguez in lane number 6, classification 5. The rest is classification 6. So a nice little battle du jour starting to set up between Sparks, Smith, and Soto. And Smith, none other than Allison Smith, leading the charge with the women's battle.
Allie Smith, real wizard on the court yesterday. Precision shots, precision passes. Now here, stroking it out.
And look at Moore and Brown. It's interesting. Yesterday we were watching them do battle in wheelchair basketball, and here they are already back in the seat and keeping a fairly blistering pace.
Moore has slowed down significantly.
Yeah, and Brown, quite the contrary. And keep your eyes in lane number 1, boat number 1. Murphy still staying in step and in striking distance under that 1:40 mark.
I was trying to look over to see how Moore was doing, because I don't know if that was going to be like a little strategy to see if Brown could hold that pace, but she's holding it right on.
Moore starting to slip. We see Hong and Murphy. Murphy gaining ground on Moore.
Brown, just like Smith in the first flight, and drastically pulling away.
It's those Army boats I keep trying to tell you.
Yeah, you know, it's a surprise. You think we don't have the boats, but we got them.
Look at that battle right now, Murphy and Moore. And now Moore slipping back a little bit. It could be Hans to
Yep, it looks
get
like
up there with 50 seconds left to go.
Hong looking strong right in this last 45 seconds. Can he catch up to Murphy? A little battle maybe setting up in this last 30 seconds.
As you can hear, the family and friends doing anything they can right now to try to change this race right now. So calm.
Oh, and a neck and neck now with Moore and Hong for 3rd place. Smith running away from the rest of the competition, down in classification 6 for the women, down in lane number 13.
And Hong slipping a bit, but trying to come back. 10 seconds to go. You know those lungs are on fire right now.
5 seconds more, pulling away from Hong. Can Hong do it in these last 3 seconds?
I think Moore is going to do it.
And there it is.
Wow.
Wow. What a nail biter. The battle for 3rd between Moore and Hong, but how about Brown? Brown just blistering pace.
Got all over that Navy destroyer.
You would think that Brown's probably saying, give me an 8-minute race.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I don't think Brown's saying give me
Want more. Oh, man.
that. Brown said, get me out of here.
Well, there's Early Brown.
Yeah, you can see
Saw him
he's
yesterday,
gassed.
Great, yep.
Gold medalist from wheelchair basketball.
Yeah.
And he finds himself with a little bit more hardware.
But he has a great advantage because when you're a long body like that, long body, long arms, long legs, you get a really good sit in that boat with a catch, drive, finish, and recovery.
Allie Smith, great performance. Grabbing the win there. Saw her also one of the spark plugs to that Air Force wheelchair basketball team. Well, brings up the story when, remember I told you I was going to go out and try out for crew. I just walked up to the table. They looked at me and they said, yeah, we're good. I'm 6 foot. They're like, yeah, you're too short.
You need a coxswain.
You need that condor wingspan matters.
You know, if only I were 6'6", all right? Yeah. I tell myself that every day.
Yeah.
When you're at the United States Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, you'll see, you're trying to guess which bodies belong to which sport.
Yeah.
And when the crew comes in, the ladies' crew, you're looking up. Because the shortest one is like 6'4".
Yeah.
About 230 pounds.
You know, I was kind of monitoring Brown over there. He looks like he can just do this a few more times. He doesn't look tired at all.
All right, well, before we get to our next matchup, we're talking about Allie Smith and what a pivotal role she played as a team captain on the wheelchair basketball team. Well, she just won gold, and she's with her own Lizzie Smith.
Oh, I love it. That's right. I am here with the machine that is Allie Smith. Absolutely woke up in beast mode today. You jammed your hand playing basketball last night. Came out here to pull out the victory. Talk to us about maintaining that momentum.
Well, I got to say this is my first time using helping hands on the rower. Literally like 2 minutes ago is when I started practicing. But with the neuropathy in my hands, my grip wasn't all there. But I just focused on driving with my legs and only looking at my screen and just focusing on me.
I think that definitely worked given the victory that you pulled out. Tell us about what you're concentrating on. It's a long 4 minutes.
Really, concentration for me is just powering through till the end. Especially the last minute, give it all you got. It's you versus you, really. So I focus on driving with my legs and just breathing.
Well, wise words of wisdom coming from the medalist here, Allie Smith. We'll let you go recover, hydrate, and we'll see you out of the next one.
Little Smith combo there. I love that. It's so good to hear from Allie Smith, and great to see the athletes, really start to find their flow. We talked about on that first day, kind of some getting off the cobwebs, but on day 2, day 3, really starting to see the performances start to shine. Want to welcome again Johnny Vargas. Love having you in the booth and lending a little insight. Of course, John Register here as we are in the midst of indoor rowing. And again, it's one of those things you try to explain indoor rowing and the excitement until you come and you see it live. It's a whole different story.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. I think especially because some of the heats are so short. It's all the excitement. It's full blown effort the whole time.
I know. I'm a convert. You're a convert.
I'm definitely a convert. I saw it for the first time. I have so much respect for rowers. And then when you see these military service members come out, you can just tell just the fight that's in each one of them because they want to push through the pain. They know what pain is, and they love pushing through it.
It's such a good barometer for VO2, just,
oh, yeah,
testing that peak performance. One lane to look for. Keep your eyes on lane number 2, Russ LeMay. Just sheer force, sheer power. Just his strength and probably what he can make up, even what he might lack in technique. You'll see. Lots of power.
Attention.
We are off once again. And the boats already doing battle. Keep your eyes peeled. Those top handful of lanes, but Goldie for SOCOM sets the pace early, close behind him, Garza. And then Osberg, Goldie now moving. I don't like it.
And Clement's putting up a fight for Air Force right now.
Well, Golding's out there with Garza coming on really strong right now as they and just overtakes Golding as we have about 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Lots of rowing left to go here.
I mean, it's really, I think, maybe the handful of 5 just keeping a decent pace, and then that last 2 minutes ends up being the big decider.
That's it, Pat. You can't sprint the entire race. I mean, at some point in 2 minutes, you're gonna like get a little huff and a puff in there. So you have to have a middle phase. That's just nice and easy. You're in your rhythm, and then you're just going to blast to the end.
And just keep your eyes peeled. Now in lane 3, Russ LeMay starting to tick up. Golding still in second. Garza holding on with 2.5 now on the clock.
And I would assume it's tough to figure out, okay, when do I flip that switch when there's 30 seconds left, a minute left? Does it depend on how far back or far ahead my competitors are?
Yeah, and how much you have in the tank.
And know too that they do not have monitors behind them. They don't know how close they are to the rest of the competition. So they don't have the advantage that we have and that everyone watching at home has.
But I think they can see on their ERG monitors where they might be in position.
They
on the
can
first
see
post.
that what their rate and what their pace is, but that's it.
I wonder what that does to them mentally.
So now LeMay jumping to the top spot.
And look at the pain and the grimace.
I think that, you can see this is what they see.
Right.
Got the metrics on what they're able to deliver. Just vital to stay relaxed. Don't grip that. Don't grip the handle too hard. Drive with your legs. It's almost imagine like you're doing a clean.
Right. And you were right about LeMay. You know, they started off pretty reserved, and then about 300-400 meters in is when
but you can see how he's jerking it. He jerks it on the last phase.
Still got a minute.
Nice and smooth.
I still got a minute here. I don't want to try to get too clairvoyant.
No, you already said your money's on him.
Okay.
See the short arm, the short jerk right there. It should be nice and smooth and lean back to pull that flywheel all the way into the chest. And you're going to get a much better glide on that seat with less effort.
Now under 50 seconds to go. LeMay still holding on. The grimace says it all. Just pushing through it.
He's pushing.
Clement's picking up the pace right now.
He's going to have some pterodactyl arms after this one.
Also vital knowing when to breathe, but at this point, you're all about oxygen. You have to be so taxed. 15 seconds more. Clement for the Air Force. Osberg in third. A close battle starting to set up. Harold gaining some ground. Will he have enough time? It doesn't look like it will be. Official, but unofficial. LeMay first, Clement second, and Osberg rounding out the top 3. What a performance.
And I think that's the furthest distance we've seen, right? In all 3 of these flights.
Yes.
About 1,200.
And
he almost looks fresh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but wow. Talk about tenacity.
Look at him with a casual conversation over there.
At this point, I'd be fetal position, maybe sucking a thumb.
Yeah, crying at least for sure. Luckily, I cried in the shower earlier, so that's over.
So, Major Russ LeMay out of Louisville, Kentucky. Silver medalist yesterday in wheelchair basketball. So, adds a gold to his collection. And we'll be handing out the hardware later on today. Gonna just be moving our way through the different divisions, still in the 4-minute races. That was classification 6.
You know, just looking at LeMay, he looks like he was built to move stuff, move weight.
Kicking down doors.
Yeah.
Special Operations Command.
And I'm waiting on unofficial results for the women's classification 6.
You know, I feel like the Marine Corps has been a little quiet in these flights.
I was walking the floor earlier and ran into Consuelo Moore. Consuelo Moore's out here as support, and she's an Olympian.
Really?
Yeah, went to Penn State out of Chicago, and she's out here supporting these vets and has been with these Warrior Games, I believe, for 5 years.
Incredible. So great. Just got the unofficial doc of a 4-minute race for women's classification 5. Tracy Rodriguez for the Marines grabs the gold there. And I'll be bringing you the official, unofficial results. Previous women's classification 6 race. Well, no stranger to all the champions here this week at Colorado Springs is our own Lizzie Smith. I believe she's corralled Russ LeMay. Lizzie?
Indeed, I have. I'm very lucky to hang out with all of our winners here and pulling out that second gold medal for Team SOCOM already. Russ LeMay, how does it feel putting all of that heart out here today, coming out of wheelchair basketball yesterday?
Well, as you can tell, I'm no spring chicken, so I'm pretty gassed. Well, we got a really strong team, good staff, good coaches, and amazing fans. So plan was just to stick to my race pace, not get sucked into the battle for first, stick to it through the first 3 minutes, and then just go into the spirit world for that last minute and dig deep.
Well, it worked. You transcended for sure. What are you telling yourself when you have competitors around you, you have tons of fans in front of you? It's a little overstimulating.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's awesome. All these people show up to watch all these war fighters compete in these games. But having my family in the stands and my kids out there, can't let them down, you know, so that makes it easy to dig deep.
You definitely didn't let anyone down today. What do you want to say to your family and your friends?
Oh, we love you. Thank you so much for showing up for us and being there for us after this.
Congrats so much, Russ. We'll let you go recover and catch your breath, and we have even more indoor rowing coming up. The fun does not stop, baby. Don't go anywhere.
So cool! What a cool dad! And I want to know when he was went to that spirit realm. I want to know what Russ LeMay's spirit animal is. Hold on. Russ, what's your spirit animal?
Okay, interesting answer.
Okay, well, I just asked. Russ LeMay was just walking by. I had to ask what his spirit animal was. He's like, I'll be a wolf.
The wolf.
Yeah. Now that we got a closer look at him, his beard, pretty incredible. Let's rate that beard out of 10.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah,
the beard is strong.
And he's like, I'm no spring chicken. I'm like, okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Getting ready here for race 5, 4-minute individual. So we have classification 6 for men and women. And I expect a tight battle, too, here with the women's division. Watch this class between Afashi and Bowery, Andrus, and Miller. Little Navy spirit, too.
Wow.
The ladies are getting those legs warmed up.
Navy is hyped right now.
Four minutes on the clock.
So I mentioned still waiting on the previous results of the women for Miller, Andrus, Afashi, and Bauer. We'll get those to you as soon as we get them. But right now into race 5. Flight A, 4-minute race, classification 6.
Sit ready. Attention.
And we are off. And again, a good charge by SOCOM. Domorotsky in boat number 7. Lynn closely behind, followed by Jackson.
You know, we see these race strategy of jumping out really fast and see if they can settle down. We've seen that strategy from a few people, and rowing blind, you just don't know how much you want to let off the gas.
Notable mention too, the pacing too with the women in classification 6 here in this 4-minute race. Very impressive as Morgana Park and a Ruff right behind her, Clicker out the back. Maggio, Wilson, and Carbajal staying in step. And Rangel for Army starting to do battle here with Park.
Domorotsky really just putting it on.
Setting the tone.
I think a nice pace going on right now through 350 with at 2:55 left to go. That's a pretty blistering pace right there. We'll see.
Erin Lynn still in striking distance when you talk about in that 2-minute 45-second mark. Have to see if Domorotsky for SOCOM can maintain this pace. So far, we haven't seen any wavering. It's like set into that tempo, locked into it.
Usually we see the shift happen about the 500-meter mark right here because when you're in at 500 meters, now you're into that spirit zone, as we heard before.
Jonathan Monsivais, though, starting to gain ground in lane number 3. So now starting to pass Erin Lynn for Air Force. But no one's even near Domorotsky right now.
Domorotsky,
about 200 meters ago, Domorotsky had 45 meters on the next closest person. Now it's 55.
So Park still out front on the women's side, albeit barely. Maggio. Boat number starting to drop. So Park starting to pull forward for the women. Domorotsky still out front. Monsivais.
Well, that pace is coming off a little bit on Domorotsky.
And look to the top of your screen. Monsivais now starting to gain ground there for the Marines.
See if Domorotsky can hold back on. He's got over a minute left to go with a charge coming on from lane 2.
Slowly closing the gap, now about 42 meters behind.
And just like that, we stumbled upon a competition here in the last minute. Look how contested, how tight the field of boats is. Domorotsky now being challenged. Monsivais now pushing towards the front, catching up with Domorotsky.
That was a 55-meter lead, and now it's down to meters.
And on the women's side, Park holding on just by an inch. Maggio gaining on Park. 30 seconds. Can Monsivais do it? Domorotsky, can he hold him off? In third place, it looks like Grissett for the Navy.
20 seconds to go.
That's going to be an all-out sprint right here.
If Monsivais has anything in the tank, this is when you want to let it out. 10 seconds left. Park still in front for the women. Maggio in second. Domorotsky barely out front. 3 seconds. And there it is. Domorotsky with the win. Silver medal, Monsivais and Grissett rounding out the top 3. And hats off to Park. Maggio grabbing second and Wilson in third for the women. Morgana Park grabbing gold there on the women, and Domorotsky grabs gold for the men.
Covers 1,100 meters, 87 in that 4-minute time. You can try this at home. Just have a puke bucket by your side.
And again, I feel like it's that explosive start, and you figure out where that strong pace is, where you can manage that for the first minute or so, and then slowly taper off in the end.
There we look at the gold medalist from today, and appreciated too his play yesterday in the gold medal game up against an unbeatable Army team.
Oh yeah.
But he came out swinging. They tried, but it was too much Army team out there.
Yeah, today we found out the Army has a lot of boats. Yesterday we found out they had a lot of buckets. Basketball.
Unanswered points.
Oh, there's dad jokes everywhere.
All around us.
Hey, I'm not here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
You can see justifiably winded Domorodski. It's got that Viking vibe.
That's, you know, I was looking around during the last flight, and I feel like some of the competitors, they have coaches kind of giving them little signals. I don't know how much you can really focus on the coach, but they have to be giving them some sort of, hey, 50 meters back or up or down.
That's a great point. I know sometimes there's limitations on that.
Right.
Yeah,
maybe pick it up, slow it down, or hold what you have.
Yeah, for sure. You can get usually in rowing when the coxswain's there, you know, they say, give me 10, and you hit it 10 strokes real fast.
Yeah.
Right. So I hear that, I do 10 push-ups. I'd be disqualified.
Half right face.
So as mentioned, we're in day number 4 of 9. Right today is all about indoor rowing, but tomorrow field, I know something near and dear to your heart, John, right?
Absolutely. Being a long jumper and winning the Paralympic silver medal back in 2000, the Paralympic Games, and being the first Desert Storm veteran to make the Paralympic team. It's quite the honor of wearing the uniform and then coming back and wearing Team USA. But these service members out here, they are chucking it, throwing it, and going to put it down one against the other. Looking at the competitors right here in the field.
And knock on some wood. Hopefully they don't have to battle too many elements outdoors.
Yeah. I wanted to remind everyone, set your alarms at 9:30 a.m., and that's Eastern, not Mountain or Pacific time. 9:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and Vimeo, and you can also go to dodwarriorgames.com and watch the feed there as well. So we saw Saska on field. We'll look forward to seeing her performance in field as we continue here with indoor rowing. There's none other than JP Lane.
Back at it.
Keeping the vibes high. I like it.
Yeah, won the previous.
He's feeling good from that first roll, that's for sure.
I don't think the energy's come down 1 ounce since we started these flights.
All right, so this is where you got excited when we started talking about puke buckets, and the 1 minute race gives us a chance to get a little tactical, put on, our armchair quarterback hat.
Oh man.
How much do you have, and how much can you deliver within 60 seconds?
Yeah, I think, I think one of the biggest things, Pat, is you have it. This is like the 100-meter dash.
Right.
You're king of the hill. Who can pull the hardest? Who can push it and catch it and make sure they continue to stay out in front?
And I would venture to say, too, when it's packed into 60 seconds, technique is even that much more important. It's so compacted, correct?
Yeah, I would assume you can't, you're losing meters every time you are not pulling the way you're supposed to. You're not driving with your legs the way you're supposed to. And I would assume over the course of 60 seconds, all those minor little quote-unquote mistakes, it's going to cost a lot.
Yeah, well, we've seen it before, the 1 minute race, one of my favorites. Can't promise you if we're going to have some hurling, but we will have.
I'm ready for the hurl.
If we do, and you're watching on the screen, just look away.
You're not pulling hard enough. You're not hurling on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, think about this too. You saw JP Lane, that was able to put on an amazing performance with the previous race. Really, no chance for recovery for him. He's got to jump back in the seat and get after it for 1 minute after doing that 4 minute race earlier. And that was probably about, 22 minutes ago?
About 22 minutes ago. But he's rocking. He sat down. We just saw him sit down in the seat, and he's dancing to the music at the place. So he's feeling good. We'll see how he feels in 50 seconds from now.
I want to make some predictions here. I feel like with 1 minute compared to 4 minutes, the first minute of the 4 minute races, the leaders were holding about a 115 to 120 pace. So do you think they can do that the whole 1 minute flight, coming up?
We were talking about it earlier too, the dynamic of what the family unit, the unit of these teams, and a big part of that is the coaches. Well, our own Lizzie Smith has found one of them. Lizzie, who do you have?
I sure have. I've got Ivan here supporting Team SOCOM. He's a past competitor, won silver in rowing at Invictus Games, so you know very well how these athletes are feeling and what they're going through. Tell us about what they're experiencing right now.
Probably just a little bit of jitters right now, but the main thing is just concentrating on your technique and just giving 100%. All you have to do is just give everything you got on that rower. It's you against the rower. That's it. That's all it is. There's nobody else around you. You just got to focus on that monitor, pull fast and pull hard.
Yeah, that's what we heard from Allie Smith on Air Force, saying it's you against you on that rower out there. There's lots of hype. What does it mean for these athletes to have all the support from the crowd out here?
Oh, it's amazing. Everybody's at a different level of their recovery journey, and have your friends and family out here to support you and get you going. It's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world.
Oh, well, you can tell. Let's hear it for your athletes, Warrior Games. We've got the next race coming up here shortly. Don't go anywhere. Thanks, Ivan.
Welcome back, everyone, to beautiful Colorado Springs here at Colorado College. Day 4 of 9, and it is indoor rowing at the DoD Warrior Games. Pat Parnell, along with Paralympic medalist and founder of Paralympic Sport Program, John Register. Special guest in the booth, we got Johnny Vargas helping us with the call, and truly enjoy having both of you guys witnessing the fun and the beauty that is indoor rowing.
You know, what I love about this is the cardiovascular.
Yeah.
Because as an athlete, I've been an Olympic class athlete, and you run the 400-meter hurdles, there is a point where you're fighting all of the lactic acid that is in your body, and everything's trying to tense up. The body's literally trying to fight for survival, for oxygen, and we're seeing that on these ergs today.
Yeah, your body's saying, why are you doing this? Stop. Stop it right now.
And in 8, you can't stop. And on the water, you can't stop.
And even more so with the 1 minute, which we're extra excited about, because it just encapsulates it in such a tight, compact lineup. As we look at the setup right now, this is going to be a battle du jour. Clash of titans here in terms of gold medalists coming in from other divisions. JP Lane is going to be coming in hot. Watch Jason Smith as well as Checo. I'd say down with Allison too. Allison and Harris for Navy and SOCOM.
This is all about getting off the block. How fast can you get up to your tempo, to your rhythm? Doing a 500-meter piece, I usually get about 135. At 135, I'm finished at 500 meters. So this is a 1 minute sprint. We'll see how fast and how far these ladies and gentlemen can get.
I'd like to mention, unless we're about to get started here in a second.
And there we see Checo getting prepared here. And just hats off, too, to the entire teams. You know, it's great to hear from one of the coaches, but just watching all of these men and women work as units throughout all these different adaptive sports, it's such a great thing to see.
Oh, yeah.
But the steely focus, too. You went from Lane over to Haley, and I'm like, oh, my gosh. It's just like,
even
wow.
the fans and supporters and families look laser focused right now.
When, you know, hearing from, you know, Rad Dad, you know, hey, I gotta do for my kids.
Yeah,
I gotta win.
Sit ready. Attention.
All right, we are
Getting off the date.
Wow, this is much different pace.
And yeah, look at the difference.
Smith going after it.
Haley,
Smith
are you
and Haley.
kidding me?
They are
Nitroglycerin afterburners. What?
Can you feel the wake? The wake is here.
Methanol burning, gasohol yearning. Smith is on fire right now. Haley trying to hold on. And JP Lane a ways back in third. Going so fast we can't even see the rest of the field.
Wow.
They're just trying to hold on to Smith. Haley there was so calm, just pushing as hard as he can. But oh my goodness.
Does not look like Smith is going to slow down.
No. Not only does Army have the most boats, they have one of the fastest boats. Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 more seconds.
Wow, incredible.
And that is time.
That's respectable.
Wow. Unbelievable.
328 meters in a minute.
Unofficially, it looks like, Haley able to hold on to second. Lane was starting to gain ground. Will end up in third.
Most people can't run that fast for 300 meters and that far in a minute.
No. I got tired just watching. That was exhausting.
And did just get handed previous race on 4-minute men's classification 6. Demaratsky in third, Fouts in second, and LeMay in first. And going back to the other previous 4-minute race classification 6, 4-minute race. Soto in third, Allison Smith in second, and Morgana Park grabbing the gold.
Well, that was impressive.
Yeah. So we were talking about the history of a rowing machine. You would think it's pretty recent, but I did some reading. Yeah, you know, little.
You read.
When'd you learn that?
Chabrius, an Athenian admiral of the 4th century, introduced the first rowing machine as supplemental military training devices to train inexperienced oarsmen.
Wow.
Built wooden rowing machines, and so they would be ready for battle. Yeah.
So the
Navy. You raised the question: were they paid military? Were they? Paid
right. Well,
Roman, or were they slaves?
Well, they're slaves, right? And I think, I think one of the things we have said, Pat, is that, the aristocrats aren't the ones doing the rowing.
No, none whatsoever. Well, before we get to our next matchup, we check in once again with Lizzie Smith. Lizzie?
Thanks, guys. I'm hanging out with Anna Allison from Team SOCOM, who has absolutely crushed it supporting a teammate here. You can see they are fighting really, really hard out there. We're going to see her compete later on in the relay race, too. So tell us about recovery between now pulling out that and then now heading into the relay race.
Yeah, so going out really hard for 1 minute straight. It's pretty taxing, so I'll go back there, hydrate. I'll probably see our medical staff because we're lucky enough to, every branch has their own medical staff. We have great coaches, great mentors, a great staff for the care program, so they'll help us recover for that relay coming up.
What's your training like getting ready for this in advance of Warrior Games, especially knowing that we're at that altitude, the air is rare, but the vibe was live?
It really helps with all the fans. Helps you push harder, going from sea level where I'm from to elevation. The acclimation is a little rough, but the fans carry you straight through.
Well, couldn't tell. You absolutely crushed it. We'll let you go get ready for that relay, and we've got even some more quick races coming your way. Lots of action.
Thank you, Lizzie. You hear that term recovery. We talk about recovery in real time, but when we're talking about recovery, it's one of those stages in rowing. They talk about don't climb mountains. A flat road is faster, so take it easy. But I do want to open it up. We talk about recovery in real time with all of these competitors. Maybe you could say a few words about how vital and what a big component of these games, recovery in real time, is.
One of the things we have when we're in the military is you go to theater, and when you come back, you recover. You recover your body, you recover your equipment. But when you're injured, you want to make sure that you also have a long length of recovery as well. And so sometimes that's very hard. It's very difficult because now you're in a new position in life. So you've gone through, you made this kind of commitment to the recovery, but it's new for you. You don't know what the body can do. You have to give yourself space and grace to grow. And at the same time, like myself, being an amputee and some of the others out being amputees, you have phantom pain. And phantom pain can remind you of a previous existence that's no longer available, no longer accessible to you. So it's not there, but you're still dealing with it. So giving yourself space and grace to grow until you can get to the other side. Family, so critically important. You have your brothers and sisters in arms, so critically important. And then society as itself. How does society look at you, view you? Do they do you with esteem or disdain? With the military servicemen is trying to get back into society, yes, there's so many people that say thank you for your service, and then it's very difficult for a service member to get a job. So we have to be all the way in, and all of us have to be part of that that service member's recovery.
And speaking of recovery, something I've observed over these Warrior Games is what these games do to that recovery process, not only mentally but physically. And these athletes being given the chance to remind the world that, yes, we can still do this. We got this.
Okay, we are ready. Class 5 and 6.
Sit ready. Attention.
We are off. So a very spread out field, but 1 minute.
Looks like LeMay wants another one.
way different pace than we've seen before from Fouts, Borland, LeMay. Very, very tight battle between them on the top. Woodworth, Proctor.
Millen and LeMay. And the boat in lane number 14, Nally coming up, but Millen.
And look at that full extension from LeMay. He's leaving nothing else to work with. Full extension.
Yeah, and Jerry Milan in boat number 9 there, now starting to lead the charge in that top section. That's classification 5, leading the charge there. None other than Joshua Woodworth. Woodworth, decent distance, but definitely being challenged by Adam Proctor for Army. Wow.
What is
right?
A pull.
You blink and it's
it's over.
Yeah. So Woodworth, Proctor, tight battle there at the end. Peters. Waiting for this so Milan, LeMay, and Nally for Air Force, rounding out the top 3.
You have to look at LeMay, right? Because he just finished. He just got off that 4-minute,
right?
Not within sight of 15, not even 20 minutes ago.
And yeah, and you look at the difference there. Definitely, I think if LeMay had another 20 seconds, he would have caught up.
That's why it's called a minute race, Pat.
Hats off to Jerry Milan, grabbing the win there. Russ LeMay in second, and of course, Michael Nally for Air Force, rounding out the top 3 there. So impressive.
And you see there.
It looks like SOCOM wanted to make a statement in this race.
So many on the arm, when they get off, the arms are just so big and swollen.
So I don't know if you got the memo, but I'm a big fan of wheelchair rugby. Yeah, no,
I thought you told me that yesterday. Like,
yeah, I might mention a few times, like every 2 minutes. The good news for all the viewers, wheelchair rugby's back, and pool play starts 4:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Vimeo. And I also encourage everyone, go to the DoDWarriorGames.com website. There's great information, bio information. You can also watch it there. And it'll give you a little bit of the good backstory and all the good that DoD Warrior Games is doing. But 4:30 p.m. Eastern, set it on your clocks right now. I'm telling you, nothing better. This is like
full sacrifice of the body from all these competitors. When I was watching the trials for some of these men and women trying to fight for a position to join these teams, it's incredible the amount of effort and the strength and agility that goes on there.
Yeah.
of course, we're watching the medals going out.
Yeah, it's great. You know, so many of those faces you saw from the previous one, and it's sad too when after 2 years, but you do get a whole new line of talent. But man, so many great characters and so many great stories. As we look at the upcoming schedule, of course, field tomorrow along with wheelchair rugby, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Moving into Wednesday, track as well as wheelchair rugby championship round. That's where it's going to get super spicy, super contentious. And then, of course, Thursday, archery, day 1.
And rugby and the ergs are the last 2 events that have been put into the Warrior Games. So it's been a crowd favorite for sure.
Who knows what they're going to come up with, as we go to San Antonio next year.
We should do some precision skydiving.
Yeah. But I love to see maybe the potential of getting on the water, with certain classifications, maybe adding some, the water component that you said it was at the first.
There's so much that's out there, New Braunfels and all the way up to Austin, Texas, and New Braunfels. They have a great river there, and we used to put them on the water doing some paddling.
I say, why not
the kayaks?
Why not ping pong?
Table tennis.
Yeah, table tennis.
Table tennis.
So, just want to announce the official standings from the 1 minute race classification 5 previous race. Joshua Woodworth grabbing the gold, Jeffrey Peters silver, Adam Proctor with the bronze for the men. And another 1 minute race classification 5, Joshua Woodworth with the gold, Jeffrey Peters silver, and Adam Proctor bronze. Classification 6 for Army, Henry Escobedo with the gold. And of course, Anna Allison, classification 3 with the gold.
Now let me ask you, gentlemen, what do you think is more beneficial, strength or length when it comes to rowing?
Definitely the length, because you can use your legs, arms, and torso as that lever. So you can get deep into that catch and deep and get the arms fully extended forward so that you can pull all the way back.
Torque, length. I have to agree. Yeah. You can. It's just same thing in wrestling too. What you have with leverage and length and having that torque.
Yeah.
And
that long drive.
You can make up for some bad technique. And I've seen people that aren't technically as fit. What I have seen though, someone's just literally just like pure meat and muscle make up for a lot. So it's tough. I think you have a little bit of everything here.
I tell people on a good day I'm 6'9". Yeah. I just haven't had a good day in a long time.
Yeah, well, like you said, Pat, it's all warriors out there now. They're just going for their service branch.
I'm just noticing this too, the welcome to 6,035 feet. I'm sure when the visiting teams are playing, they look up and they're like, oh, that's right.
Thanks for the reminder.
That's right. As announcers, we say that a lot.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring from your water.
The focus is setting in right now. Coaches giving their last little remarks to the competitors.
Yeah, I definitely want to quiet what's between the ears. Focus on the task at hand. Just 1 minute of fury.
Attention.
All right, off once again, 60 seconds.
And you can see what the athletes are seeing right there on your home monitors.
McDowell and
Oh
Nolan.
my gosh, they are stroking it.
Making a statement right away. McDowell from the Air Force, Nolan from the Marine Corps with a 1:15 and a 1:11 pace right now.
Yeah, and we saw Domorodski earlier in the 4-minute hold a very steady, strong pace, but McDowell is literally everything, all pedal, all metal, no looking back. Wow. Domorodski, though, starting to gain a little bit.
You can see how he gets a good finish, all the way up there, over the other competitors.
Let's not forget Nolan way down in boat 27. Now Nolan for the Marines.
Yeah, with 5 seconds left, I don't think he's going to catch him.
Last 3 seconds.
Wow.
And there it is.
What an effort.
394. Almost 400 meters.
Holy warp speeds. My gosh, McDowell.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is one time around a quarter-mile track that he just pulled in a minute.
His lungs have to be on fire right now.
And Nolan and Domorodski. Nolan a respectable second, and Domorodski also grabbing the bronze.
And just doubled over. I still want to see the puke bucket go.
Wow. What's that?
I still want to see the puke bucket go.
Yeah.
Bring
That's
it
on your
over.
bingo card today, huh?
They haven't worked hard enough.
No, hardly.
I'm unimpressed. What an effort.
That face says it all.
400 meters in a minute.
Air Force fans are loud and proud. As you pointed out, hands down the most spirited bunch. They come with noisemakers, flags, face paint.
Face cutouts.
Yeah.
There too, I saw that on cardboard.
Yeah, thunder sticks.
Well, we are at home of the Air Force Academy here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, so lots of Air Force out here.
It's cool too. We saw, one of the players on Air Force team, but part of Space Force. You get to see that synergy on the court.
Of course, also out here in Colorado Springs, Fort Carson, Colorado, home of 4th ID.
So we're gonna keep moving through just one more race, I believe, till we get to the relay, the team relay. A really, really fun event.
I love how these guys' arms just swell up after it's like the gun shows are out.
Reminds me to take a sip of my creatine milkshake, and I got to get back to work.
It reminds me to hit shoulders one of these days,
Yeah.
It reminds me to think about it.
Who do you think's winning the tattoo game right now? I feel like I've seen a lot of good Marine Corps tattoos out here.
I like JP. JP Lane's got a great sleeve going on.
Not a lot of tattoos coming out of the Air Force. Maybe that's the deciding factor.
So, I feel like Air Force tattoos are more hidden.
Yeah.
And I think,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Fortunately, not a lot of face tattoos.
Yeah, true. Yeah, a lot of sleeves out of the Army and Marine Corps.
So we were talking about that crossover, with all these athletes playing all the different sports. The finals last night, we were both there. So cool to see Army and a Navy trying to battle back. That was early round action, but it was Army with just the unbeatable record that just has to be talked about.
There's a lot of shots of AP right there from the Navy squad. He was fierce on the boards all last night. Just right there.
When I was watching Army, one of the deciding factors, I feel like they took advantage of every turnover, almost every single one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they were just putting it down with the fast breaks.
Very few mistakes by Army.
Yeah.
And if they did have a mistake and the other team wasn't able to capitalize, and that's why you saw 20, 30 point differences.
Yeah. Watch JP Lane right there. He went to the basket rolling. He can move his chair, manipulate that chair so quickly. Hard to stay with him.
It was festive in Ed Robeson Arena last night, but now we're shifting gears to indoor rowing. Last matchup before we get to the relay event. 1 minute of hell and fury on the rowing machine.
I mean, rowing all out for 60 seconds at altitude is high intensity anaerobic effort in a low oxygen environment. Hypoxia trying to set in, triggering significant physiological responses. But I'm still looking for the gag reflex. Still looking for it, man.
Yeah, I would assume it's a huge mental battle with yourself and your body. Just try to fight off that, like you said, just lack of oxygen.
Yeah, just an awesome way to aerobically abuse your body.
Yeah, that's fun.
Do try this at home.
I tell people every once in a while you got to do some really hard stuff. It's good to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Find those limits and those obstacles.
How much
looking like the warrior paint is on.
Yeah, what a tape job on the shoulders.
Here we go. Racers ready.
Sit ready. Attention.
Once again, we are off. 60 seconds.
Osberg from the Air Force going off to the early lead. Looks like out of lane number 6. Coming up close in lane number 2, Parrish from SOCOM. SOCOM looks like at the 100-meter mark is overtaking Osberg with just about 35 seconds left to go. That last race, 396 meters in a minute. We'll see what they can do here.
And it looks like Campos, Harold, and Rosati trying to take over battle for third place right now. Jackson's coming up too.
Here comes Osberg back on Parrish. It's going to be a battle for these last 5 seconds. Can you give me a 3 count?
Oh, and Afaji getting close to Campos. Not enough time. Ran out of distance. Ran out of time. So Osberg, Parrish, Harold, Campos, Avaji, and Andrus.
352 yards. Just about 50 behind the last race.
This relay is going to be exciting.
So 2 more 1-minute races. I was handed 2 more sheets.
Hey, that just means more races.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like these sprints. I did a triathlon down in San Antonio. They told me it was a sprint. It took me 2 hours. I said, that's not a sprint.
Yeah, it's, rowing when done properly, it's such an incredible workout, and when you're doing it properly, you're engaging your core. It's why it's taken off on so many factors.
And it's really a full body workout, especially like you said, when you're doing it properly.
But much like a lot of the stuff I do, I try to do stuff with the kettlebell, and my friend that's a trainer, he's like, again, you're doing it wrong. You might as well not do it.
There's no benefit.
It's probably like whenever I wash the dishes, my wife does them again. She's like, "You did it wrong."
Yeah, you did it wrong.
I tried.
Have you do the dishes again. It's a dirty fork.
That's why I can't CrossFit. but if I did CrossFit, you would know about it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing about people that do CrossFit.
Yeah, they'll send a fax
They'll
out.
they'll tell you about it if I do CrossFit. So we made mention about San Antonio, looking onward and forward. A little history there too, with previous games, right?
Right, in 2012, it was the site for the United States Olympic committee puts together the teams going from Team USA over to London that year, and we were right there, the convention center, getting geared up by all the Ralph Polo stuff, and it was Ralph Lauren and Polo was great. And then, of course, San Antonio, Texas was the second place where we started the military sport program. After Walter Reed went down there, it was really great.
And Texas, they know how to throw a party, and they know how to be a great host.
There is
Such a
Riverwalk.
great spot in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Go to Boudreaux's on the Riverwalk.
Extra points for
Very
the
much
Yoda Sox.
Yeah.
May the force be with
You see the ears on the socks. Do you think that's going to hinder the movement, the aerodynamics?
Yeah, when those legs snap back.
Yeah.
Huh.
Throwing he will.
All right, well, once again, we check in with our own Lizzie Smith, who's with one of the competitors and winners.
That is exactly right. I am here with our gold medalist, Liz Campos. We talked earlier about how challenging it is out here with that air being rare. You mentioned that was a difficulty for you during cycling. How did you pull out this win today?
I have no clue. I have amazing support. My team was out there just telling me the cues to breathe and sit up. But when the elevation hits a lot sooner, holy crap. But you just gotta keep pushing through it.
Is that a long minute for you, or does it go by really quickly?
Here, it felt like it was like an hour's worth of rowing. Once that air is gone, you feel like those 10 seconds is like 30 minutes long. You feel like you're never gonna finish.
Well, you couldn't tell, obviously, with you pulling out that victory. What does it mean for you two to have the support of your service dog Freya here, as well as your partner Tiny and his dog Loki?
She has been a life sent. It's great to have her here. And then Tiny, he's always been my biggest cheerleader. So to now have him as a coach as well, sometimes I want to, but he pushes me and it never quits.
Well, it's clearly paying off. Congrats again on your win. We can't wait to see more from you this competition.
I'd love to see that. And this just in, Lizzie Smith, she's got 2 pits of her own, so she's in heaven right now. I do love all the service dogs. Every Warrior games,
That service dog looks like he could probably outbench me.
And there's 2 of them. But I love what she said.
Well,
the longest hour she ever spent was 60 seconds on an erg.
Yeah. Speaking of powerhouses, look who we have in this lineup. This is going to be a very, very contentious race. The likes of Moore again, Soto.
Yeah, I spoke with Hayden 2 days ago from the Army, and she is competing in every single event. She's one of the
every single one.
Yeah, every single one for the Army.
Wow.
Must be one of the ultimate champion
Yes, the
athletes.
ultimate
when you're, how many units you doing at college? That's beyond full time.
All of them.
That's double overtime.
All the units. Here we go.
Sit ready. Attention.
Here we go. 60 seconds. Keep your eyes on the bottom. Smith there, previous winner, leading the charge in boat number 4. Up on the men's front, Lynn. Surprised with Moore. We see Moore take the top spot before 40 seconds.
110 meters down for Moore at just about 20 seconds into that pull.
Yeah, hanging on to about 9 or 10 meters between the second place right now. More than halfway through. Let's see if he picks up the pace or drops it off.
Ken Golding for SOCOM.
It is Clicker.
Coming very close with 15 seconds left.
Clicker still trying to be out there. Hold on, Moore holding more out there for the Navy, excuse me. Still trying to hold on, 5 seconds to go.
And Smith.
And he holds on.
For the women, does it.
Wow.
Moore victorious, as well as Smith.
Goes about the same distance as the last race. More 3:56.
Wow, by 5 meters.
Yeah, and it's jaw-dropping. You just did a 4 minute, then to jump back on and do another 1 minute. So Smith with the gold, Hayden bronze, and Park with silver for the women. For the men, Moore, Clement, and Hines.
In the men's 6.0 classification with 356 meters, Navy culinary specialist third class, AP.
Do you know that feeling? Just hunched over and giving everything that you can.
I don't know the feeling of what it feels like to win a Warrior Games gold, but I do
can
know the
imagine
feeling of
it.
being tired. Yeah. And
Wow, it looks like Moore left nothing left in the tank.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible performance.
Lactic acid just, oof.
Another coach out there, Callie Quinn. She was with the Army. She's with the Air Force, but was also part of the world-class, the United States Olympic Committee's military sport program for a little while.
So earlier today, we moved into the medal round for precision air. You were talking about yesterday, it's great from a lot of the competitors, athletes from the Warrior Games go on to Olympic level competition.
Absolutely, right around the globe, actually. We have seen the United States, they were one of the first ones to begin to bring back this military type competition. And now other countries like Uganda and some other countries that have strong military are using these sports. But of course, we have some great American service members that have put it down and have won medals over in various Paralympic competition.
Wow.
Each day chock full of 11 adaptive sports. The medal ceremony will be taking place tonight. Be sure to tune in for that. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain on YouTube, as well as DoDWarriorGames.com. So back to the competition here for indoor rowing. We've got one last 1 minute race. It is none other than classification 6 for the women. And almost going through the roster here. Looks like all of our competitors competed in the 4 minute. So not much time for refractory recovery. Right back in the chair.
I'm just really impressed at how far the distances are they're pulling in 1 minute.
Yeah.
When I look at track and field, and then you kind of measure everything through a quarter mile, and the best ones Olympic level, they're 43, 44 seconds. But high school level, you're right around the 60-second mark. And they're doing that in a boat.
Remember Tina Dunbar, she was a force to be reckoned with in wheelchair basketball.
Lane 3, Army Captain Shonda Mitchell.
She's looking cool, like the other side of the pillow.
Some nice red hair. I couldn't pull it off.
I'm going to say that's body paint for good flair.
Yeah.
Lane 6, Air Force Captain Rachel Brahman. Lane 7, Navy Gunnery.
You look once again,
I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say this might be one of the tightest battles we've had.
Yeah.
Classification 6 for the women. You've got every type of build and approach.
And Air Force.
And Garcia's on a whole row all by herself. I wonder how that's going to affect her as far as being further away from her competitors.
She might be able. She's behind them, so she might be able to get advantage of seeing how everybody else is pulling.
Seeing the actual pace and all that.
So
I was always, whenever I do spin class, I like to sit in the back row. I get inspired.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
Just, I know the pace.
Sure, it's not so you can duck out and, if you get tired.
That's it. When they say, give it one more turn, I'm like, yeah, you didn't see me?
Yeah, I did it. I promise.
See, I will say this, the Air Force fans haven't sat, most of them. Yeah, standing room only.
And also dancing room only, some of them.
Getting ready for this, prepare for the next race.
This is going to be exciting.
Sit ready. Attention.
All right, let's go. Dunbar right out of the gate, setting pace. Mitchell right behind. Wow.
Dunbar's just nice and long.
And Garcia's trying to pick up the pace too for third.
Yeah. Watch what happens here in the last 30 seconds. Can Mitchell pass Dunbar? No one really challenging now for second with 20 seconds left.
She's about 12 yards behind right now.
Garcia, right there in third, 15 seconds left. Don't see any wavering, a slight tick up for Mitchell, but doesn't look like she'll have enough time or distance. And there it is, Tina Dunbar. Wow.
I mean, Tina Dunbar was just so nice, loose, and long throughout that whole piece. Got out, shot out the gate fast.
Have a competitor on the ground.
And just held on.
Being attended to right now. Hopefully she's all right.
She was so good in wheelchair basketball.
Yeah. Dunbar victorious, grabbing gold. Get some well-deserved breaths.
It's a gasser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to Colorado Springs, over 6,000 feet up. When they tell you to put your oxygen mask on, that's what they're doing. They're pressurizing the cabin to 6,000 feet, baby.
See Dunbar. Well, once again, we always want to check in with a third member of our broadcast team. She knows where the fun is, and no stranger to the stands. Lizzie Smith, who do you have?
I am here with my buddy Bryce from Team Navy. He's not competing until Wednesday, so until then, he is #1 Navy fan. What is it like watching your fellow teammates out here compete?
It's been absolutely amazing, this journey that we've all been on together, and then being here to see them compete and give their all, and just also giving my all right now as I'm losing my voice.
You have some competition coming up like we chatted about. How are you feeling competing in Warrior Games 2025?
Honestly, I'm excited. I'm thrilled. There's just so many different emotions and energy coming around this. And then they're also going to be out there cheering me on, and I know it. So I'm just doing my part.
Non-stop energy, baby. We love it. What do you want to say to your teammates of Team Navy?
Keep pushing, keep giving it your all. We're taking hold multiple medals already, and it's not really about the medals. It's more about the community that we've built and seeing us persevere through all of it. And it's just so beautiful to see them compete.
#Limitless, am I right?
Right, exactly. #Limitless.
Love it so much. Thanks so much, Bryce. We can't wait to watch you compete. And we have team relay races coming up, so don't go anywhere. Even more action with indoor rowing coming your way.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Yes, as you mentioned, we do have just one more solid handful of the relay race. That's still to come here from the 2025 DoD Warrior Games. The relay race. Why do we love it? Why is it cool?
It's relay.
Yeah, it's like
we're going to see carnage.
Yeah.
But it's also teamwork, right? We want to see the teamwork, the passing, and you feel that you cannot let your team members down when you're on a relay team. You have to go.
I feel like the intensity is going to be really high. And as stated earlier, I mean, everyone has their part. Everyone has to pull their share of weight. And I'm excited to see it.
Good. You know this. We do this. We always save the best for last. So stay close. When we come back to Colorado Springs and the DoD Warrior Games, the relay race with indoor rowing. You do not want to miss this.
I am the king, and this is my jungle, and this is my jungle. I'm ready for madness, make way for greatness. You better make way for greatness. You better catch on, disposable income. Make way for the king, make way for the king. This is the red zone, I bang on my chest like a bass drum. This is the life that we live in. This is the life that we live in. This is the next big thing. History in the making. The crown is not for the taking. Make way for the king. This is the life that we live in. Make way for the king. This is the next big thing. History in the making.
So here it comes. So here it comes. I got the flame to start a fire, and I'm gonna take it higher. Stronger, stronger. I got the game to be a fighter, and I'm gonna win my desire. Stronger, stronger. One time for the glory, writing my own story. Today, tonight, nothing gonna stop me. I'm just getting started right here, right now. So here it comes. Yes, here it comes. I got the flame to start a fire, and I'm gonna take it higher. Stronger, stronger. I got the game to be a fighter, and I'm gonna
yeah, come on, yeah, come on. You better give me that, yeah. And throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better take it back, yeah. And throw up the set, yeah, throw up the set. Now I got my Cobra shots, we about to rock the spot. And like the matchup, we about to make it hot. Got my mask on, in my tennis shoes, I'm fine. The door open up and yo, the world is mine. Let your hair down, me and Mike about to bring the heat to the streets and bring the bangers in the Jeep. Now the pandemic's over, I'm moving like Bob Marley. I'm a Buffalo soldier, and I ain't sorry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Let it bang, let it bang. Let it bang, let it bang. You better give me that, give me that. And throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better take it back, yeah. And throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better give me that, yeah. And throw up the set, yeah, throw up the set. You better take it back, yeah. And throw up the set, throw up the set. It's a party over here. It's a party over here. There's no shame nowhere, yeah. There's no shame nowhere. It's a party over here. It's a party over here. There's no shame nowhere, yeah. We leaving blood stains on the dance floor, yeah. Yeah. Blood stain. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on. You better give me that, yeah. You throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You got to take it back, yeah. You throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better give me that, yeah. You throw up the set, yeah, throw up the set. You better take it back, yeah. You throw up the set, throw up your set. Check it out, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, hey yo, the party don't stop, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, hey yo, we take it to the top, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, we go hard in the block, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, yeah. Yo, the party didn't start till my crew walked in, and it probably won't end till we hit the door again. Got a bottle of gin and a couple of friends. We about to set the vibe right, and yo, we on it again. Country in the mug, Bama is hell. Listen up, little homie, I got a story to tell. The championship, we about to win. Celebrate all night and then we do it again. Check it out, it's time to rock, it's time to rock. It's time to rock, and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock, and yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock. We go hard in the block. It's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock. We go hard, yeah. Oh my God, we go hard. Oh my God, we go hard, yeah. We go hard, yeah. We go hard, yeah, we go hard, we go hard, we go hard. Check it out now. It's time to rock. Rock and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock, it's time to rock. Check it out, it's time to rock. Rock and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock, it's time to rock, it's time to rock. We go hard, yeah. Oh my God, we go hard. Oh my God, we go hard, yeah. We go hard, yeah. We go hard, yeah. We go hard, we go hard. Check it out, yeah.
See, keep a looking till you found it. Unwavering belief. Oh, the feeling is astounding. Oh, the sense of energy. You might not see it on your skin, but such a beautiful sound. It's like lightning over me. It's a force so profound. It's hiding underneath.
Can you feel the fire in the back of your eyes? On the surface there's a storm, but you can calm in your mind. You're the greatest and the strongest, you're the fastest alive. This is survival of the fittest and you're taking the prize.
What you gonna do when you're tired, love?
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing.
You might be at the end of the line, but
keep on pushing, keep on pushing. Stronger than you think and you're better than you know. So keep on pushing till the end, you better never let it go.
what you gonna do when you're tired, love?
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing. Yeah, you're stronger than you think. Feel it under your skin. Unleash the power. You're stronger than you think and you're better than you know. So keep on pushing till the end, you better never let it go. You're stronger than you think and you're better than you know. So keep on pushing till the end, you better never let it go.
What you gonna do?
I'm a warrior. You can get the stats. A real gladiator on the map, on the map. I'm a warrior. I will never bleed. You can't stop me. I'm a man history. I'm a warrior. My destiny is set. The whole globe gon' say my name, say my name. I'm a warrior. Winning in the game. That bitch mode, the beast broke out the cage. I'm a warrior.
Welcome everyone to beautiful Colorado, the eastern foot of the Rockies. It's Colorado College, site for the 2025 DoD Warrior Games. We're in day 4 of 9, and already we have seen some combustible, explosive competition here in indoor rowing. Pat Parnell, along with, we say goodbye to Johnny Vargas, of course, and John Register as we continue and get ready for the team relay event. The team event is such an exciting component of indoor rowing. The team race consists of 4 athletes competing a 1-minute row. The team with the highest combined distance will be declared the winner. Points are calculated using that classification category as numbers. Women drop by 1 point, and that open race has no gender or classification category or restrictions. Athletes may compete in one of the 3 team races. So we have 3 team relay races set to go down as all the divisions are set: Marine, SOCOM, Army, Navy, and Air Force in our first battle. And the energy, the spirit inside the Mike Edmonds Court Arena here in Colorado College has not slowed down at all whatsoever. And remember, all these competitors, they've already raced the 4-minute race followed by the 1 minute. That explosive fire and fury to your body, the 1-minute race. Nonetheless, all smiles as they recalibrate, recover, and you've heard it throughout the entire competition, that catch, drive, finish, and recovery, the 4 stages of a good row. They talk about rowing in layman's terms. The movements on the rowing machine can be best be described. Think about using your legs, back, arms, and then doing it in reverse order. It sounds simple, but doing it well and doing it at the level that these competitors have been doing is a whole nother story. So allowing all the teams to get ready in place as we're inching closer. Medal ceremony will be later tonight. Team race under 20. You can hear a raucous roar from this crowd. Racers ready. And we are off, the first of 3 team relay events, and we can see right out of the gate, SOCOM leading the charge, but Air Force, boat number 6, contesting, pushing for the lead. A very, very tight battle for first between SOCOM and Air Force, as Air Force holding the lead, SOCOM in second, Army in third. Marines just outside of the top 3 as Navy in 5th. Air Force, what an unbelievable pace, the tempo of SOCOM trying to stay in step, and you see Army slowly sliding back in 3rd, as now it is a battle for that first place position. Air Force still holding on from the get-go, holding on to that lead. SOCOM closely in 2nd as we're nearing the 5-second mark. Last 3 seconds. It is official. Air Force, followed by SOCOM and Army with the bronze. Lots of spirit on this first of 3 team relays. And you can see a winded Air Force team taking that well-deserved big deep breath here at elevation 6,000 feet here at Colorado College, making the challenge just that much harder. Incredible tempo. Very spirited Team Air Force. The Big Blue showing their power.
It went electric in here.
Yeah, the electricity, the energy, it's like a pep commission.
It was wattage.
Yeah.
Wattage on the earth and wattage.
Pep assembly on another planet. It's just well, obviously an elated Air Force. For more on that, we check in with Lizzie Smith.
Thanks so much, Pat. I'm here with Callie Gwynn, team manager for Team Air Force. Tell us about what went into pulling out that win.
Well, that was awesome teamwork by our guys. They put in the work, and then they came together as a team and really supported each other and just kicked some butt.
You've been involved with Air Force and Warrior Games for a long time. Tell us about the impact that you see Warrior Games having on your athletes.
It's tremendous what they see as far as being able to build their resiliency and being able to really understand what they can do instead of always focusing on what they can't do. It's about what they can do and pulling together as a team and then having that camaraderie that builds up a Team Air Force.
Absolutely, and we are an Air Force country too, just being seconds away from the Air Force Academy. Does that play into the team spirit and the wins that we're seeing y'all pull out?
Oh, 100%. I mean, having the support of the crowd and their families, and then being an Air Force country just makes us try just a little bit harder.
What do you want to say to Team Air Force?
This is our house, keep defending it.
Thanks so much, Callie, nice job.
I love that. And you just love hearing from these coaches. They dedicate so much, and you can see they wear it on their sleeve.
And we have the results on the screen right there.
Yep, we got Air Force grabbing the gold, SOCOM silver, and Army in 3rd.
And Callie Quinn, you know, she was part of our squad when we were here at the United States Olympic Committee and putting these Warrior Games on for the first, so she did come over for the Air Force. I do take a little issue with her saying that this Air Force squad, Air Force house, we do have Fort Carson right here. But she did a great job of really organizing a lot of the events that we see right now today, so she was a very early person on when we were building those programs out, so we're happy to have her join our squad at that point in time.
And I don't know if you could see it on camera there, but probably she gets probably the highest flare points, coolest shorts. In the room today. So again, the official results of our first of 3 team race. Air Force grabbing the win there, and we get ready for our next matchup, race 13, flight A. And we're ready for that, the under 23. So as we get ready for that, we'll allow you to run to the fridge, get a drink, get rested, get relaxed, and when we come back to Colorado Springs, race number 2 of 3, the last 2 of our races for the day for indoor rowing. Stay close, we'll be back right after this.
Since day 2 I've been flying. Yeah, my kind hard to find. You prime level, what's the fascination? Acting patient with procrastination. Eyes up, right past the nation. So what are you waiting for? Let's go, let's go. Losing time, got a shot clock ticking. Don't miss it. You know different, just get on your mission. Let's get it. It's your time. This the moment. I want it pain, I want it gain, I want it all. It's time to rise up. It's time to rise up. It's time to rise up, rise up. Yo, this your time. This the moment. I want it pain, I want it gain, I want it all. It's time to rise up. It's time to rise up. It's time to rise up, rise up. Yo.
Welcome back, everyone. It is beautiful Colorado here for the 2025 Department of Defense Warrior Games, day 4 of 9. And we have already seen some incredible showdowns here in indoor rowing. As mentioned, day 4 of 9, 11 adaptive sports, and we've already awarded a handful of medals. So here's how things stack up after 4 days of 9. Air Force with 13 golds, but Army leading the charge on the gold medal count. All in all, you have to be impressed by Air Force, 34 medals.
Absolutely. Air Force is, like Callie Quinn said, this is our house. We're trying to take it and keep it right here. But Army with 15 gold is just who wins the overall count, but also the medal count with the gold medals.
SOCOM not too shabby as well with the overall 28. Marine Corps climbing back. Navy's going to have to get to work here with still about 5 days to work with, and a lot more sports. We did mention tomorrow wheelchair rugby kicking off. A lot of excitement over that, as well as field. And so amazing to see all the family, the athletes from previous events. And speaking of athletes, I believe Lizzie Smith is with a very special athlete.
Indeed,
Lizzie?
I am with Bryce from Team Army. She competed at Invictus Games. Rowing was one of her sports. Tell us about what these athletes are feeling right now.
Right now, they're feeling tired, but they're feeling the adrenaline. Hopefully the crowd is getting them pumped up, and we're trying to keep them going, but they're definitely tired, but excited to be here.
Well, you can absolutely tell you've been so loud and proud for Team Army since we started competition today. What does it mean for these athletes to have that support, having been in their shoes before?
Oh, it means a whole lot. Like, we couldn't be here without the crowd, without the hype, and without the support, and it's just great just having everyone here together, and like friends and family. Like, we literally wouldn't be here without them, so it means a lot.
Absolutely incredible. Thanks for being so loud and bringing that energy. What do you want to say to Team Army heading into these last couple of relay races?
Go Team Army!
Thanks so much, Bryce.
So great to see, just again, the family members and athletes that have not just competed at Invictus Games and previous games here, and the coaches and just the brethren, the fellowship. It's gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling. I'm sorry, but I have to say it.
Well, you know, this is one of the things, the elevation of these games, going from, Paralympic military sport camps and clinics, doing train-the-trainer models of all these different military installations, turns into Warrior Games. Warrior Games then goes into Prince Harry's Invictus Games. He comes over in 2013 to see these games. And the next elevation, what I really wanted to see with it was to have injured military veterans from foreign countries that we have fought against on the battlefield of sport. They have it in CISM, World Military Championships, and DOD and non-DOD countries they fight together on the playing field of sport. And it's amazing to see. Amazing to see it up close and personal.
And I know you have such a connection being a founder of Paralympic sport program in the past. And we're looking at just like, where we came from as DoD Warrior Games. It's crazy to think that, going back to 2013 to 2010, the first games.
Right. Roger Staubach opened those games up, and that was on the campus of the United States Olympic Training Center here in Colorado Springs.
Wow.
Melissa Stockwell, first person to be injured first woman to be injured in Iraq. She lost her leg. She opens up the second games. Michelle Obama opens up the one in 2012. And, of course, in 2013, Prince Harry comes over to open the games.
I have to ask, you brought up Roger Staubach. Were you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
No, but he was here.
Okay. Well, these are the numbers for this 2025 Department of Defense Warrior Games. 5 teams representing all USA service branches. I mentioned the 9 days. 11 adaptive sports, 8 venues across the campus of Colorado Springs or Colorado College. 186 wounded, ill, and injured warrior athletes competing. 800 medals. That's a lot of hardware to be handed out. And special thanks to our 1,110 volunteers helping put on the event.
And just to be clear, Pat, I am a Bears fan, and anybody who plays Dallas.
Oh, good to know. I mean, going back, I'd say maybe a little, back in Rodgers' era, maybe a Tony Dorsett fan, but I was more of a Pittsburgh fan. I grew up more on, I was more like Lynn Swan. That was more my jammy.
The miracle catch.
Yeah, one-handed. I always try to copy the one-handed catch. Never could. I just dated myself severely. Like Lynn who?
You still look
is that a male player?
Swanee.
Yeah.
He was a great supporter too. We saw him out a long time ago.
That was when Bradshaw was wearing a uniform. He wasn't at the desk at every game. Made a lot more sense then too. So again, this is our second to last indoor rowing competition, the team event. As Army, Air Force, Navy, SOCOM, and Marines again do battle, and it's the pressure you always feel. You want to do you're the ultimate for your team, but when you're right next to them, staying in step and keeping the stamina, that burst for this explosive 1-minute race. And I brought it up at the opening of the previous segment. Is that remember they've already done a 4-minute race and then a 1-minute race. To come back and do it again is just unthinkable. It makes absolutely no sense.
But the thing about it is this is a team event, and sometimes when you have a relay team, you just rise to the occasion. It's not about the pain. It's not about that. The grimace on the face is about, can I get the distance done to hand off to my next team member? Look at the sheer determination on these athletes' faces right now. They are locked in. It's like about to go into battle. If you want to know what a warrior looks like going into battle, look on these faces right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it looks like when you're about to kick a door in.
Crowd really getting behind. Racers ready. Okay, we are off. 60 seconds of fire and fury again, leading the charge. Looks like Air Force, a slight edge over Army and Navy. SOCOM, though, staying in step in boat 5. Air Force, SOCOM, Navy, 1, 2, 3.
Right after 100-meter, Air Force into the lead with SOCOM and the Navy. Army trying to hold tight, but we'll see what the strategy is on the next 3 legs. 27 seconds left to go. Air Force still out and in control, making waves in the arena.
Not a lot of time for SOCOM to catch up as Air Force has been on pace and is not relenting. Navy, SOCOM, Navy back and forth, a battle for second, neck and neck for second, silver medal contention. And that is going to be time.
And here,
Navy holds onto it Oh my goodness, look how close that was between Navy and SOCOM.
Just incredible. 342 meters to 327 in that 1 minute time. And SOCOM with 325. I'm still impressed by the meters that they can put down in a minute.
Yeah, and Air Force is finding their flow, soaring today. Back-to-back wins in the team event.
And just the pure exhaustion, not wanting to be the one that lets your team members down. That's when you're in the fight. You know you're in the fight.
Are we gonna see a three-peat here? Are they gonna come back in third matchup here for the team event? Big win, second win for the team event for Air Force.
You know, when you think about it, now, you wave the flag and you think you're fighting for your country. When you're in the thick of it, you're fighting for your fellow brother or sister to come home. And that's the real, we're seeing it here right now. They're fighting for each other right now on these teams. And the Air Force, Marine Corps, Army team, SOCOM, Navy, they're all fighting one for each other. And they might be on separate here on this gymnasium floor, but believe you me, when they're fighting for our country, it is one team, one fight.
And then there's the service dogs.
Yeah, there's service dogs.
Yeah, let's not forget them. Okay, so as we ready for our last and final race here in indoor rowing, we check in with none other than Lizzie Smith. Lizzie?
Thanks, guys. I'm hanging out with Tiny Momman from Team SOCOM, a former competitor, current coach. How's that transition been for you?
It's been absolutely amazing. Just being able to get back to the program that gave me so much. They really brought us home from a dark spot and brought us back into the light. And now being able to pay that forward, it's just amazing. Just seeing the whole team working so hard.
Absolutely. It's huge to see that impact, obviously, with some of the podiums you guys are pulling out as a team, both in this relay with wheelchair basketball. You guys don't get a ton of practice time together. How's that teamwork happen?
The teamwork happens. It's just like special operations. You may get Air Force, Navy, Army. You know who you're working with. You got to be able to work with anybody. So that's pretty much why Special Forces is special, because they work with anybody, but they're still special. But we work really well together, no matter what branch we're in. Right, CJ?
Absolutely incredible adaptability from Team SOCOM. What do you want to say to your athletes?
Athletes, first off, you need to rest, eat, and drink your water, change your socks. But after that, relax, have some good time with your family, enjoy the moment, because you're going to blink, and the games will be over. Enjoy every minute of it. Meet the instructors, meet the announcers. Go mess with Brad in the booth. I'm telling you, he loves seeing new people. And this young lady right here, come say hi to her. She's so nice.
Overall. Only if you change your socks will I be kind to you.
Change your socks and drink your water.
Yeah. That's the rules. Thanks so much, Tiny. We're excited to see more from Team SOCOM.
It's always great.
Love to hear it, Coach Mamman. This is music to our ears. We saw Brent Garlick. He came back in a coaching capacity, but to see Tiny, and by the way, don't let the name fool you. He's anything but tiny. He was a force to deal with in wheelchair rugby.
I love what he said, and I wrote it down. Catch, drive, finish, recover, drink your water, change your socks.
I mean, that's all sound advice.
That's great advice.
That is sound advice. One more race of the team event here in indoor rowing, and it's coming up. You don't want to go anywhere. Stay with us when we come back to Colorado Springs and the 2025 DoD Warrior Games, the last relay race of the day. Don't go anywhere.
Listen to the real funk. Listen to the real funk. Listen to the real funk. Alright. 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 Listen to the real funk. Alright.
Rock steady with your mans, yo. Westlake on the beat, no hands though. Keep up, you can't handle. It's like a cheetah trying to race with a Lambo. Ask about the history. We secure that victory. If it's the win, it got to be. Living a life of champion. No, I can't slow down. Holler if you with me, low. And I'll stand my ground. You know what I'm down. Energy go round, so I gotta get up. This is the main event. We came to shut it down. Wiping the tears away. This is the day I stand my ground. Everybody watching me while I'm trying to figure out which is the way to go. Can you hear me now? Never say never, cause you never know what's ahead of you. Under books so many years, now it's hard to grip the schedule. Yeah, if you don't get nothing, remember these words I said to you. Seize every moment, might just be a better new.
Welcome back, everyone, to Colorado Springs here for the 2025 DoD Warrior Games. One last battle to go down here in indoor rowing. It is none other than the team event. Pat Parnell along with John Register as we get ready for this last battle. Air Force has taken the first 2 of 3, so we'll have to see how things go down with this last one. Before we get to that, we check in with Lizzie Smith.
Thanks, guys. I am kicking it with Taylor Hirschberger from Team Marine Corps. You are one of 2 ultimate champions on Team Marine Corps this year. How's competition been for you so far?
Yeah, it's been great. We're tired. We're getting through a lot of the exercises, doing a lot of the stuff out here, but we're doing well so far, and it's been great for us. It's been good.
Wonderful. So happy to hear it. What's it like cheering on your teammates now in the relay race?
Yeah, so the relay race is awesome. It gives us a great chance to come together as a team and kind of use a lot of our different strengths together, and that's a great opportunity for us. It's a lot of fun.
It's your first year competing at Warrior Games. You talked about the impact it's had on your healing. Tell us a little bit more about that recovery.
Yeah, so Warrior Games allows us to have a goal, especially coming from the Marine Corps. We're used to having something to work for and strive for. Warrior Games gives us something to work for during the recovery process, so it's a big help for us.
Speaking of something to work for, you've been training pretty hard for shot put and discus tomorrow. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm excited. Shot put and discus are my 2 favorite events, and I think I have a shot at taking home some medals, so that's what we're looking for tomorrow.
I mean, if your shoulders tell us anything, I would say that you're probably correct, but we look forward to watching you. What do you want to say to Team Marine Corps?
Yeah, just say go Marines, work hard, keep doing your thing, and we'll take home some medals.
Thanks so much, Taylor. Let's go Team Marines.
All right, a little Semper Fi in the house. Good to see the spirit as we get ready for this last team relay. What are you expecting? Are we going to see an Air Force?
I think they're moving. Air
3
Force
for 3?
is 3 for 3. That's a prediction, right? And I'm kind of shocked that the Air Force, flying high, is in the water, beating the Army and the Navy.
And who has the most boats?
The Army.
The Army.
You learned.
You guys I hope you're learning all these things that I'm learning. You know, you put me on the spot. What division has the most boats? Don't say Navy. All right, I can tell that the teams are getting in position. We're getting ready here. It is the team relay event, the last one of indoor rowing. And one of the stars of Team SOCOM, fresh off a gold medal win earlier in the 4-minute. There's Tina Dunbar, also gold medalist, and Smith grabbed gold in her division as well. And they're just to be back in the chair after a 4-minute, 1 minute with gold medal performances. and then to come back and go, okay, I'll do it for the team. There's no recovery. But if you do what Coach Chiney says,
change your socks,
change your socks, drink your water. Okay.
Catch, drive, finish, recover.
Didn't know dirty socks was a thing.
You always change your socks.
Yeah. LeMay,
Socks the most important thing in the military.
Yeah. All the competitors look interesting enough, a bit relaxed. I'd be shattered at this point.
There's Borland, Space Force, and he's looking nice and loose and long.
Domorotsky, we mentioned his gold medal win early. How about Russ LeMay's performance earlier? His ability to just be trailing and then climb to the front, just incredible power.
He just didn't slow down.
No.
He's like an Energizer Bunny, just kept on going.
Yeah.
And everybody else was losing ground. They just couldn't keep the pace.
And we'll see a handful of these guys. Of course, JP Lane grabbed silver and gold, and also gold with the Army wheelchair basketball. But we'll see a lot of these same competitors in wheelchair rugby tomorrow, late afternoon, evening. I believe tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening we start pool play of wheelchair rugby.
But you're right, between the rounds where they looked so intense, now the faces are relaxed. They're into the mind of the game and the mind of the pool. Can I just get through my piece? Can I get through my 60 seconds?
Yeah. So we will be focused on that Air Force Boat 5. Can they go 3 for 3 here in the team event? Okay, waiting for flywheels to stop.
Right.
Athletes in position. Racers ready.
Attention.
Crowd starting to get behind. Not starting, continuing to be behind these competitors.
They have not quit.
Tough to quiet what's between the ears. The fans are yelling that loud. Here we go. Racers ready.
Sit ready. Attention.
We are off once again, the last race of the day. 60 seconds. How much do they have in the tank? Can Air Force maintain dominance? Looking like SOCOM is leading the charge this matchup.
And Marine Corps in second place after 100 meters down with 40 seconds left to go.
Marine Corps jumping into second place, now hitting the 30-second mark. Air Force in third place. A lot of ground to make up as SOCOM starts to pull away. SOCOM staying on pace right now, unrelenting on their speed, their approach.
15 seconds to go.
And Air Force can't quite find it, as it looks like SOCOM will take it home the last 5 seconds. Looks like it will be SOCOM with the gold, Marines silver, and Air Force bronze.
Well, as soon as you think one thing's going to happen, here comes SOCOM and the Marine Corps.
That LeMay, the power of LeMay, Domorotsky, the entire SOCOM, they've got just the sheer mass. Sheer mass of that team is impressive. And we mentioned lots of hardware. You're going to be handing out lots of hardware, lots of medals. Medal ceremony will be taking place. We'll let you know time specific when that's going to come up. We'll allow the athletes to take a breath here. And a focused Marine Corps. As Marine Corps faltering a little bit on wheelchair basketball. We saw in years past a little bit different team, but that's the thing with every Warrior Games. You have the athletes cycle through after their second Warrior Games. You see this whole new breed of talent, and how cool is it to see previous athletes come back as coaches?
I think. Yeah.
Getting shout outs here.
I think it's really great to see the athletes who get to come back, and the fresh faces, and the seasoned athletes being able to train up the next generation. Before, it was just multiple athletes coming back over and over again. You could kind of get a dominance going. But with the new format and these athletes being able to break up every 2 to 3 years, it really does see more athletes getting a chance to have an opportunity here.
New stories, new lessons in recovery, and new stars. And I mentioned the medal ceremony. I want to keep everyone on point and make sure you're setting the time, staying on schedule. Medal awards ceremony, that's going to be taking place later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Live coverage begins 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time on YouTube. Also, you can go to DODWarriorGames.com. I'd be remiss, too, if I didn't mention tomorrow. Can't stop talking about it, folks. I love wheelchair rugby. We've got wheelchair rugby. That will be going down tomorrow. Wheelchair rugby as well as field, starting 9:30 a.m. for field competition, then wheelchair rugby later on in the day. So until then, on behalf of Lizzie Smith, John Register, I'm Pat Parnell. We will see you tomorrow and tonight for the medal award ceremony here at the DOD Warrior Games.